Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 24 of Season 3 here in the Southampton series. We start with a home game against Stoke. We follow that up with an FA Cup semi-final at Wembley against Manchester City. Now, as you see this Saturday, yesterday on Friday, I flew to Ireland for a few days and I'm not going to be back home until Tuesday night. I fly back to England Monday evening and then I'm in London Tuesday. So to ensure that I can keep up with the upload schedule, I'm going to do 2 games per video for this series to make sure that I can keep up the daily schedule. So we'll have Stoke and City today, West Ham and Brighton on Sunday, Man United and Everton Monday, Swansea and Arsenal Tuesday, and then hopefully an FA Cup final special on Wednesday. But that all depends on how we get on today against Manchester City in the second game. I have no idea what's going to happen. Our Premier League campaign hangs in the balance too. Of course, we're desperate to finish inside the top 4 and get Champions League football again next season. We are 5th currently, level on points with Arsenal in 6th and a point behind Everton in 4th. But our goal difference, crucially, is better than theirs. It's not as good as Spurs' but not far behind. So if we are to close the gap, then in theory, our goal difference would at least close on theirs, if not overtake. And our goal difference is better than Manchester United's, but we're 4 points behind them. So no idea how the next few episodes are going to go. But fingers crossed, over the next few days, we can get ourselves an FA Cup final and guarantee ourselves top 4 finish, and at least the opportunity, if we finish 4th, of course, we'll have to qualify by the 4th qualification round of Champions League football next season. So drop the video a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. I've got so much recording to do over the next 48 hours, I don't think I'm going to sleep, but hopefully I can get everything done so that you guys don't miss an upload. Hit the little notification bell so that you definitely don't miss an upload when stuff does go live. And hopefully we can get the results we're after today, but it's just a case of finding out how good FIFA form I'm actually in, because I've got a lot of games to play in not too much time, and hopefully I can keep the performance levels high. Fraser Forster starting in goal for Stoke. Be keen to score a few against him if I can. Janelli and Bula and Fred holding, with Shaqiri, Bojan and Lejault sat behind Paco Alcacer. It's a strong side for Stoke, but I'd like to win. I need to win, really. Tierney into Ward-Prowse, quickly around the corner there to Jeju. Ward-Prowse driving forward, actually turn and then go back to Jeju. Hit this early before the defenders get near me. Good save by Forster. Back at the ground that he used to play at, of course. And Skriniar heads over the bar. That's not going to worry the goalkeeper at all. Bojan lost that over. Lejault beats Justin Kluivert in the air. Paco tries to squeeze it through, but Cedric cuts it out. Trying to build something now, perhaps down this left-hand side. Quincy Promes starting again on the left with Jeju in the middle. Prowse is here. Promes kept his run going. I'll look for him through that gap. Oh. Win this. Well up, Ruben. Good header. Milinkovic-Savic just gets there. Play a 1-2 and then quickly get it forward. Another 1-2 there. Didn't quite work, but James Ward-Prowse still has possession. Lovely turn by Justin Kluivert. The shot's on target and well saved by Fraser Forster. Try and be a little bit cute here. That's worked well. Quincy Promes will loft it back into the box. And Kluivert's there. I think that took a deflection off the defender. It did. Will be a corner. Pinning them in here at the beginning of the game. Justin Kluivert. That's a terrible corner from Ward-Prowse. Kieran Tierney will recover possession though. We'll look through there for Milinkovic-Savic. I want to try and get it to Jeju if I can. We've done well. That's a lovely turn. Jeju look to bend this tops, but he bends it wide. Tierney. Fire that down the left there to Promes. Into the middle to Ward-Prowse, who spins well. Jeju. Oh, it was meant for James Ward-Prowse, but it went to Kluivert and he took it on his left rather than his right. A couple of misplaced passes are just spoiling my attacking moves right now, but hopefully one pass will split open this defence sooner rather than later, and we'll find ourselves going 1-0 up. But now is not the moment. Milinkovic-Savic cuts it out nicely. Ruben Neves picks up the loose ball, but loses it to Bojan. Mbula quickly forward to Paco. Gets away from Skriniar. The advantage is played. Tierney has to close the man down. Here's Lejault. Cross comes in. Oh, and Paco just beats Kieran Tierney to it. And we're 1-0 down here at home. Their first real, genuine chance of the game. Played it out wide nicely. I thought it was going to go wide right, to be fair. Drilled back across, and Tierney just couldn't get there in time. Paco winning the foot race. You see Tierney tries to go for the clearance, but the Spaniard gets there first. We're 1-0 down. Tierney, and then to Ward-Prowse. Switch that across there to Cedric. Gets the ball under control. Ward-Prowse is there. Early ball to GAG. Spin the defender. Maybe give us a... Equaliser was a very tight angle. Good save by Forster with his legs. Cross will come in from Ward-Prowse. It's a good delivery. Skriniar's there, but again he heads over the bar. Not good enough. Through the gap to Paco. Box, nice 1-2. Oh, this is really good football from Stoke. Paco pushing wide. Nice tackle by Skriniar. Needed to be put to an end, that move, because it was very dangerous. Milinkovic-Savic in there to Promise. James Ward-Prowse making a good run. We can continue that run. I might not even need to use him because Quincy Promise... No! Stop it with the misplaced passes in the final third, will ya? Promise! Never mind, we equalised, so my frustration at the game is gone. That through ball was meant for Diédhiou, and he would have been clean in, and I'd have definitely scored that way. As it happens, Promise went out to Kluivert for some reason, and then he kept his run going, thankfully, finds himself in the box and squeezes at home. So we are level, 10 minutes into the second half, and there's plenty of time to go and get another, to go in front. Ward-Prowse into Milinkovic-Savic. Drop the shoulder nicely. Sergei still going here. Good footwork. GAG. Savic went again. Oh, GAG's dropped the shoulder. Oh, deflected and in! Bruno Martins-Indy, 2 goals in 2 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's going to go down as an own goal. The initial shot from GAG was very poor. It was going a long way wide, I believe. I want to have a look at a replay angle just to ensure. Hello, cameraman. Yeah, look at how bad that initial shot was going a long way wide. Pretty sure. And then the deflection has taken it right into the top corner. Let's have a look at the replay angle to see just how bad that shot was accuracy-wise. Turns the defender there, and then the initial shot. You can see from my arrow, I am actually aiming just inside the post. So I'm aiming there. I'm actually aiming at the goal, and the ball goes nowhere near where I aimed it until it takes the deflection, then it goes in. How? That's the frustrating thing in itself. My arrow is angled directly towards that top corner, and he's kicked it nowhere near the angle that my stick is being aimed at. But luckily, Bruno Martins-Indy sticks his leg out and it goes in the top bins anyway. What's the point in having the ability to aim if it doesn't listen to the direction that you aim? I don't understand that. Anyway, the ball's gone in. 2 goals in 3 minutes, and we are now in front here against Stoke. How quickly things can change. Cedric down the line to Kluivert. To Cedric again. Neves. Across to Milinkovic-Savic. I've got runners. Which one do I use? Let's use Justin Kluivert. Oh, it worked! I didn't think the ball was going to reach him when I played it. It did. 3 goals in 8 minutes. Stoke crumbling right in front of our eyes. Romeu. Charlison through there to Romeu. Into Diédhiou. Cross there to Milinkovic-Savic. Nice little ball roll. Cheekily done. Poked that wide here to Richarlison. Narrow the angle. Left-footed shot. Oh! So very close to a fourth. Because of our inferior goal difference with Tottenham, this could be a very important victory. Not only just getting the 3 points, but if we can win games by decent margins as well, then hopefully that will help us at the end of the season, not only with overtaking Tottenham, but fending off a couple of teams behind us as well, because obviously if they're going to catch us up, they're going to need to outpoint us, and if we're going to drop points, that's going to negatively affect our goal difference, or at least have it see it stay the same with other teams improving theirs with wins. This is the most ping-pong passage of play we've had for a while, but it's cleared away eventually, but there's only a matter of moments left in the game now. Buffon will switch this out here to Richarlison. If I can get a fourth, I would love to take the extra +1 on the goal difference, and we may well do it. That's a poor ball, though. Buffon could get there. Odriozola does well, and this might be the final whistle, and indeed it is. A 3-1 win against Stoke. Until my first goal went in, I was pretty pessimistic about the outcome of this game. As it happens, we thumped them. So, yay. FA Cup semi-final next. Huge game. City's starting lineup is 100% strong. There's not one rotation player in there. De Bruyne, Fekir, Fernandinho, Grimaldo, Ramos, Company, Walker, Aguero, Sané, Sterling. Help me. Kluivert in there to Ward-Prowse. Around the corner to G.A.G. Savic to Neves. Promes. Tierney's on the overlap. I'm going to need such a big performance here from every single player if I'm to stand a chance of getting through to the final. We won the competition last year. We are reigning champions or current holders, but this is by far the toughest test we've faced all season. City might be near the bottom of the table and struggling domestically, but this is one hell of a strong lineup. Lucky. Will the luck continue? No, it won't. Oh, it very nearly did. Ronaldo. Run past him there, that's not gone well at all, has it? Leroy Sané driving down the line. Cuts inside there to Sergio Aguero, back to Leroy Sané again. Around the corner nicely to Grimaldo. Back to Sané. Neves takes it away from him, thankfully. That was terrible. Fernandinho gives it straight back to me. That was terrible. Either side really showing their quality in the opening stages, and Giegu's in behind here, and you're not going to catch me. I'll take it. Oh, I want to just open the angle up a little bit more to get the keeper to pull his position out of the central area, which he did well, but unfortunately Giegu's finish was wide. If that goes on target, that's 1-0 Southampton. Walker. Just dropped the shoulder on me well there. I committed to him going backwards. Thankfully Quincy Promes is quite quick. Unfortunately, so is Kyle Walker, but we'll take the throw. Try and build here. The longer it stays goalless, the better chance we have. If City start putting together some attacking moves and get themselves in front, I think that might be game over for me. I don't see myself scoring more than one against this Manchester City team, but I have been wrong in the past, and hopefully I am on this occasion too. Jeju hit that early strike and save from Ederson. Promes stands it up to the middle where Savic is waiting, and Ederson's there again. Sané down the line. Aguero, oh, he's still got the ball. I thought I'd outmuscled him there. Sergio Aguero gives it back to Kevin De Bruyne. Here's Nabil Fekir. Fekir, saved by Arrizabalaga. First time they've really come forward, City, in the opening half an hour. Here's Raheem Sterling. Nicely tackled by Kluivert, keeps it in. Just trying to get it away from my box. We've done that well. Smack that long. Now, can Gieju run onto it? No. I might end up having to go a little bit route one here against this City backline, although we've been playing well so far. Drawn a couple of good saves out of Ederson, but nothing concrete yet. Fekir with a spin. Here's Sané. Oh, that's a foul, isn't it? No, nothing given. That's caught me out. Fekir, well blocked by Milinkovic-Savic. Will Sané take a touch? We will, and keep it in. I thought he was going to go for the corner. They'll take the free kick in that area instead. The ball was there to be won, but I just mistimed it with Cedric. Luckily, no card. But we'll wait and see if we get any sort of goal opportunity here. No, Kepa's come to punch. Drops to Sergio Ramos. De Bruyne quickly to Company. Ramos went down and an advantage was played. Fekir is left-footed, so I'll try to show him onto his right here, but it's not worked. He's just twisted away from me. Fekir still going. Kluivert puts a foot in, but can't win it back properly. But never mind, we have got the ball. Milinkovic-Savic on the breakaway. Jeju's with me. Hold him off. Hold him off. Got to be stronger than that. Got to be stronger than that in that situation. Fekir out here to Grimaldo. Inside to Fekir again. City control possession so very well when they have it. Very difficult to get the ball off them, especially with players like Leroy Sané with their exquisite dribbling. Grimaldo's run straight into Kluivert though, and apparently that was a foul too. All right. De Bruyne to deliver this time. That's a good cross. Oh, and Aguero with a header. Of all the people in that box to win a header, I wouldn't have put my money on Sergio Aguero. 1-0 Manchester City in the 38th minute. I'm not sure who was up against there. Was it a mismatch? Looks like he's got Quincy Promes with him. No, it's Gieju. It almost looks as if it came off Milinkovic-Savic. That's gone down as the Sergio Aguero goal. We're behind. Kluivert. Gieju. Ward-Prowse across to Milinkovic-Savic. And there to Gieju. Ward-Prowse is making the run. Sané's come with me. Just got to get away from... Oh, company. Sterling chests it down ahead of Tierney. I'm in trouble here. Into Aguero. It's not Aguero, it's Fekir. Oh, that's crucial. The space in that far side for Sané was so wide. And if Henry Harris hadn't intercepted that, surely would have been 2-0 if the pass had found the German on the left-hand side of their attack. Pretty sure that should be a foul in my favour, but nothing's given. I am struggling against City here. We have had a couple of good chances. Milinkovic-Savic really should have put away the header that he had just before Aguero scored the goal, but he wasn't able to do so. Quincy Promes and Tierney just not communicating there, and I can't get the ball away, and now they're in behind again. Here's Raheem Sterling for a second time. Oh, Skriniar missed the ball. Keeper. Away. Not taking any risks now. None whatsoever. I need to get the ball away from danger and out the other end of the pitch, and I've got 45 minutes to equalise. Oh, it's Quincy Promes. Driving forward. Tieju, accelerate please, get away from everyone that's near you, keep going, shoot and score. Shoot and saved by Ederson. Kluivert, through there to Neves, driving forward, turns back, Kluivert, more Prowse, Tieju, spins well, there's Promes, oh, spun well, but Kyle Walker read every single minute movement that Quincy Promes was making. He's Nabil Fekir, it was a heavy touch, and Tierney will be able to step in and take the ball back. Kluivert look around the corner here to Neves, takes in his stride well. Come on James, come on James, come on James, no, wide! On such fine margins, games are won and lost. Raheem Sterling off for Bernardo Silva. I might be making a change of my own soon as well. Bernardo Silva, inside to Aguero, back to Fernandinho. Aguero, I'm worried about this. I feel slightly isolated here. Aguero! That might be game, set, match. Sergio Aguero is making the difference. I felt really isolated and was so concerned about the through ball to De Bruyne that I just wasn't sure which way to go in the end. And Aguero, I went one way to try and cover De Bruyne and then went the other way to try and stop him from going onto his right foot, to try and show him onto his left so that he'd have a poorer shot. But he's able to use the outside of his right foot to scoop it, because he kept celebrating behind my manager. That's why I kind of almost looked as if I overstepped to one side, because I was trying to get him to shoot on his left, so it would be a worse shot. Aguero's good enough to be able to bend it on the outside of his right, though, off the post. 27 minutes to go. It's Manchester City 2, Southampton 0. Our FA Cup hopes hang by threads. Sané on the run. Have to draw Cedric further out wide to deal with it. Sané, his dribbling is so good. Here's De Bruyne. Cuts back. Oh, Skriniar, it's not the best of interceptions. It's going to drop to Aguero again, and that is exactly why he's one of the best strikers in the world. What a ridiculous finish. A Sergio Aguero hat-trick certainly now sees Manchester City coming back to Wembley at the end of the season. When I cut it out with Skriniar, I thought I'd done enough there. That's just unreal from Sergio Aguero. Oh, what a madness of a finish. Oh, he's turned well there, Leroy. Into Aguero, down to De Bruyne. Oh, not quite timed that well enough. De Bruyne tackled by Henry Harris at least. Neves runs straight into Sané. Showing off now. You see him with a little fancy Thierry Henry style pass. Sané with a cross. Tierney with the header behind for a corner. Quite frankly, Manchester City too good for me. They've taken Aguero off now. Very nearly 4 as well. This just shows that whilst we had a great season last year, finishing second in the league and getting the FA Cup title, we still are nowhere near good enough to be challenging for the league title itself. Lovely through ball there to Justin Kluivert. Kluivert to pull one back. Promes gets there and company deflects it behind for a corner. Promes will take the corner himself. Henry Harris is up, but inexplicably misses the ball. Buffal will get this in there to Ruben Neves. There's Tieju. Turns brilliantly. Tieju wide. I can't say I haven't had chances, can I? I can't say I haven't had chances, but I've just not been able to take them. The side is very good. We do have a very good team, but it's not yet, at this present stage in its current form, good enough to challenge for multiple titles. FA Cup semi-final exit this year. Hopefully still finish top 4 in the Premier League. Sané's just been taking the piss out of me recently as well with those touches and flicks and turns and stuff. Knocked out in the round of 16 of the Champions League to Juventus. We do have the buildings of an extremely good team here, but we're going to need to invest heavily in Season 4 if we're to get ourselves truly... That's a good finish. We're going to get ourselves truly in the picture for winning the Premier League and challenging for the Champions League and winning a domestic cup as well. We're 3/4 of the way there as a side, but that final 25% is a very expensive one. We might need to shell out big time next season. I may need to sell a couple of players to fund a couple more. We'll just have to wait and see. But for now, it is going to be an FA Cup exit for us here. We're 3-1 down at the minute. I mean, if I can make it 3-2, would be, whilst as fantastic a chance as it might be even more frustrating to lose by just the one goal after being 3-0 down and scoring 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. Coyote pushing down the line, but stepped in there nicely, Harris, and we've actually won possession back there. I didn't think that was mine. Cedric's carrying a knock. Hopefully he's all right for once we get out of the game and back to the transfer window, back to the Premier League, because I'm going to need him. I'm going to need him to be fit. I do have DeAndre Edlin to step in, who's a capable replacement, but I am going to need Cedric to be fit for the remainder of the season if I'm going to stand a chance of getting myself into the top 4. Here's Bernardo Silva, perfectly weighted through ball. Hopefully the keeper is able to do something, but there's the final whistle. City too good. Why they are where they are in the league is beyond me. It's just FIFA things, I think. But that Sergio Aguero hat-trick was truly spectacular. And that is single-handedly why we haven't gone through. Aguero was clinical. My strikers were not. It will be a Manchester City versus Leicester City FA Cup final at the end of the season. But that is going to bring our episode today to a close. Thank you very much for watching. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more content. We're currently 6th. But crucially, have a game in hand. And can go 3rd if we win that game in hand by 2 or more goals. So, I'm going to try and do that. However, that game in hand is against 8th placed West Ham, who if they win can go above me and they will move into 5th and into a Europa League spot. So there is a lot riding on our next Premier League fixture. But for now, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for understanding the fact that I'm having to drop it down to 2 games per episode for a few days. But you guys still get daily content. That's the most important thing. And it's not as if the videos aren't as entertaining as they normally are. They're just not quite as long. But for now, thank you for watching, lads. I'll see you next time.